Okay, it's James speaking. We're live, trainingsites.io. Today I got a great video for you that's kind of a follow-up on one that I did yesterday about, skip the PowerPoint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a 5-step process that anyone can use with a couple of AI tools to basically take any kind of video or audio that they may have done in the past and turn that into a video that they can use as a course or maybe a YouTube video if you just want to use it on YouTube. Now, this is especially important if you're a coach, consultant, speaker, and maybe you're a little bit nervous about using all of this stuff with being on camera in front of people, even though I hope you would not. But if you are, this is a way to basically create the visual images, the audio script that you can use either to record yourself or use with some of the tools that are available that have a visual and or audio avatar with the content that we create. So this is how this process works. I'll put it together for you. And again, everything that we talk about today, all of the prompts, all of the materials is all available below. And my preference is you go to trainingsites.io/join. That is my free community where you can actually go and find all of my videos, hundreds of videos, open discussion, prompt library, everything that's there for you if you want to start, build, and grow your education business. So this is the process basically that we're going to be following. And what this is, let me just make this a little bigger for us so that we can see that. Hopefully, there we go. Let's try that now. There we go. So here's kind of the process. What we're going to do is I'm assuming that you have some kind of recording of yourself, whether that's a podcast or it might have been any kind of webinar you've been on or a Zoom call or even a live stream that you've done for whatever reason or a webinar that you've done where you have the recording and a transcript, because what we're going to use in this case is a transcript. And this first step is basically recording the live stream presentations or any informal teaching sessions. So this is where you have some valuable content or a process or something that you're teaching, and it's something of value that you want to create a video or content for your personally branded campus, your space, your platform, or to use on YouTube or as a lesson or lessons in a particular course. Now, the thing about this is because it's an audio or version or a video version, it tends to be far more authentic than trying to write down some script, right? This is you explaining stuff, and we're going to have the actual transcription of you talking about it. You don't have to worry about the delivery. You don't have to worry about the structure of it. We're going to take care of that in the next step. Also, real live Q&As is really powerful. So again, if you're some kind of webinar, or if you're doing something where you're talking in a coaching call to some of your clients, something along those lines, it's just very simple to capture that material. So it's not intended to be a course, but we're capturing stuff that I would hope you're doing on a regular basis. And after that, we're going to do step number 2. I'm going to give you a prompt, and it's basically going to take that transcription and we're going to turn it into something really valuable that you can use to follow the next steps, or even use it as the content in a lesson where you have a video. So that's another kind of neat step, and it's going to extract and organize all of the key points, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of additional context and answer questions or being other sections into it that are going to be value too. Now, the other thing in all these steps, whenever you generate something with ChatGPT or any of these tools, I'm assuming that first of all, it's valuable content. And the second thing is that you're being authentic about creating the content and there's value in it. For the sake of just generating some stuff, that's your personal decision. I would hope that you want to teach what you know and what you've experienced. So if you generate anything here with any of these prompts, I want you to fine tune it and tweak it so it's authentic to yourself and it has information that you agree upon and or that you've worded or changed a little bit for yourself. But after we've got that, we're going to run the prompt and we're going to have this other document is going to have a ton of great information in it. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take that new document and create a whole bunch of visuals for it. So this is not PowerPoint slides or things like that. We're actually going to have visual infographics that get created on the fly based on this new document that you can use in the next step. because the next step is we're going to go and actually create a script for you to follow if you want, based again on the document and the images that you've put together. And we can even have, I've got a couple different versions of the prompt, but we can create a script that is super detailed or one that makes sense to you in terms of how much details in the script. If you just need talking points and you can do it, that's fine. If you need to read from a script, we'll be able to generate that for you as well with this prompt. And once you have that, you're going to have visuals, you're going to have the script and the audio. You can use a tool like Loom if you're okay being talking in front of the screen and either reading from the script with the images that you've created to create a screen capture video, or you can give the script to some of the additional tools that are available that I've talked about in some other videos. And what that will do is let you say, here's my script, create an avatar of me narrating it, here's my visuals, and here's how you can put it together. So this saves up a whole bunch of time and it allows you to do a couple things. One is, depending on the length of the transcript, you may end up having 5 lessons and not one video. You may have a course or a mini course that has 5 lessons that you can break into sections. Or if it's something shorter, you may just only use part of it. It's up to you on how you package it. The point is, there's going to be great information there that you can actually use. So let's take a look first at where you come up with this transcript, and I'll show you a live example that I did and then how it worked. So here's the first thing is I'm going to open up. I did a video a little 2 or 3 weeks ago. I do a regular live stream. Think of it as a webinar or a Zoom call, but I do a live stream, and this particular one is called Building an Online Education Business Using Your Experience plus AI. And this is one where we had live Q&A with some of the members who were tuned in on that. And in my particular case, I had a whole bunch of information. And what I did is I said, you know what? Let's get the transcript for it. So on the right-hand side, you can see I have a little tool called GLASP, GLASP.co. I'll put the links below so that you have those. And again, there's some videos on how to use this in the trainingsites.io campus. And basically it has a transcript that we did. So all you need to do is copy that. So just copy the transcript and save it in a document. If you don't have GLASP and you take a look at your actual video, if you hit the More button, which is down at the bottom when it's not there, it says Show Less. I'll just show you where it is. So we see where it says More here, where my mouse is moving. If you click More, what'll happen is it expands that More section, and I think it's 24 or 48 hours after, you'll see there's Show Transcript. So if you don't have GLASP, which is free, and it's an extension for Chrome, so that little thing shows up on the side, you can just go to YouTube in the More section, and it's going to have Show Transcript, which does the exact same thing where we have the transcript. At the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to take that transcript or transcripts and save them in a document. Once we have that transcript in a document, I'm going to show you the prompt right now that we actually have to use to do that. And what is it? This is a prompt that I put together, and again, it's in the campus for you to use. I'll show it to you now. So this one is called Convert Transcripts into Course Content or Video Content. And I'm using ChatGPT 01, which is one of the newer reasoning models, which thinks things out a little bit more before it responds. My understanding is when I record this in February of 2025, only Plus and Pro, or I guess, or Team versions of ChatGPT have this model available. However, if you're watching it after February of 2025, which is in about a week, apparently it's going to be available to everyone and free in the new versions of ChatGPT. So having said that, what I have is I have a prompt here that you can use, and this is a template. So you can cut and paste this, and here's the prompt here, and I'll go through it because what I did is I put a little bit of information in here. So you need to fill in your topic, for example, and then after that, I said, look, here's a transcript. Here's a transcript. Here's a document. You're going to attach that to ChatGPT, and then you're going to paste in the chat the instructions. And here's the instructions. Analyze the transcript and create a detailed breakdown focusing on immediate actionable results and in my case, strategic planning. And again, format it in specific sections. This is customizable. I said actionable insights and strategic planning because when I was doing it, it was for how to create online courses. If you're doing something on how to play piano or how to do woodworking or how to play pickleball or how to improve your communication skills, obviously fine tune it a little bit for yourself. And the same thing goes for this next section because I said, give me an executive summary, a strategic framework or an outline, a key system or approach that was discussed in the transcript. And I said insights, and I gave it 8 to 10. If you want 5 to 6, you can do that. If you want 15 to 20, you can put that in as well. And I also said for each insight, include the specific concept, why it matters, how to implement it, pitfalls to avoid, and a quick suggestion on how to apply it. Then I did business models for mine. You can change these as well. Technology and tools, implementation roadmap, so how to apply it. And I did immediate, short-term, medium-term, long-term, any kind of quotes and timestamps or references within it, resource checklist. And then I said, format that output to be scannable with headers, bulleted, focused, and highlighted for key points and organized by priority. And then what I did is said, output it. Video length, topic, target audience, all of that stuff. Now, you can put other ones in. Those are the 8 that I picked out, but you could do audio feedback, content repurposing, how to use it for case studies, and basically I put it together. And mine is there below, so you can see that if you want to see how I did mine specifically. But this one you can cut and paste and use very quickly, and that's what I did here in ChatGPT. So in my case here, we'll just open this up a little bit or zoom it. Hopefully you're able to see it. In my case, what I did is there's the Google Doc where I have the transcript. So I attached that to the chat. I put in my version of the prompt we just did that I gave you to copy, and then I ran it. So when it runs, it said it reasoned for 5 seconds. Remember, these are the little more advanced versions of ChatGPT, and what this means to you is it's going to think about it, look at the various options that are available to it, and it's like having a conversation with a real person that doesn't just blurt something out like the original ChatGPTs did based on its training. This is one that tries to figure out what are the implications, what are the other things or information I can consider or options, and it created a structure after it thought and put together all of the key insights. And then it said, hey, here's the structured breakdown. Okay. And if I look at it, it's got my executive summary. And you'll notice it also has where it gets this from within the document or the transcripts that I had. And here's my framework. You see, it's got the content mapping. These are the things that I talked about in the particular transcript that I had. And then it had key insights. And this is the one that's kind of cool because if you look at this, I asked for 8 to 10. You could ask again 4 to 5, 7 to 9, whatever you want. But what it did is it includes the implementation advice, pitfalls, and quick wins. That's what I asked for. Now, why is this important? In my particular case right now, I did it for an hour-long audio, and I'm going to generate the materials in the next steps to create one video. If you wanted to, you can take one of these 8. So that was there's 8 here in this example. One of them was a business model. There's these ones here, which are key insights, 8 to 10 points. You can see it's broken down into sections covered in what I asked it to do. Technology and tool has 3 sections, 4 sections. Implementation has 4 sections. And again, it's built into sections or chunks that you can use. So once I have that, this is the real valuable content that I used from the prompt that was taken from the transcription. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to copy this response all the way down, and you're going to save it as a document again. So we have the transcription as a document, prompt, and then response as a document. What do we need to do from here? Well, I'm going to show you the next little trick, and that one is a tool that I've used on a regular basis, and hopefully you've seen the videos on those. If you haven't, make sure to go to trainingsites.io/join, and I have the videos in there that are available for you to see. This one's called napkin.ai, and the really cool thing about this tool is you can copy and paste a document, and it will create stunning infographics, charts, all sorts of visual representations of the document that we've added. So each of those sections can be turned into a really cool graphic that we can use when we're creating our video. You don't need a PowerPoint. You don't need to create images. This is all done for you that's easy to talk to. So I copied and pasted the document in that I had. And if you take a look, it's just straight word for word. In this document, I'll show you how this works, is I can take any of these pieces and create an image with them. So here's an example of that I have business model implications. If I just go and select this piece here, I'll just go and take the piece, make sure I'm connected here. There we go. So if I go, and you can see what happens is I'm taking number 5 and I highlight number 5. You'll see there's a little blue bar there, and next to it, it says generate visual. So in my case, I'm going to do a left mouse click. I click it, and now what it has is all the technology and tools that I might need to use, or ones that I used in this particular bit of content. So you can pick different types of graphics, ones that are appropriate for you and what you're talking about. And here's the cool thing, that when we're in these tools, let me just do an example. We'll look for one that makes sense. These ones all fit together. So I'm going to pick this one. I can also pick the style. So I pick this type of image. I'm going to pick style, and it gives me a whole bunch of versions or colors to pick from. And again, pretty cool stuff, but let's see what else happens. If I look at it, I get the image, but I can also go and change any of the text that it generates if it's not appropriate. So I can go and play around with it, make sure that it's my own. And once I have that graphic where it's talking about things, changing the font, changing the colors, styles, you'll notice that there's also a little box in the upper right-hand corner, and one of them says export. So I'm going to click export, and I can choose from a portable network graphic, I think that is, SVG, which is scalable vector graphic, or PDF. But in my case, I just want to take this one and save it as a PNG. And once I have that, I've now got a whole bunch of graphics based on the document. So I did this one for technology and tools. You can see I did another one up here for these 8 items. And it picked a whole bunch there. Building an education business sits there. So you want to go through and pick any of the ones that are appropriate for your framework, generate the ones that make sense, and it allows you to basically go through it and generate all the graphics that you need. Now, why do you want to do that? Because if you don't have a screen capture that's appropriate, but you have valuable content, this gives an easy visual representation that can be used in any of the videos that you create. So what you're going to do is go through the videos, create the ones that you need, tweak them along, and here's where we are at. We've got a real detailed document that we can use as text for any of the lessons or videos that we have if it's a course. We now have visual stuff that we can use. Why don't we use that same document that we created based on the transcription and create a video script out of it? And that's kind of the next step. So I'm going to show you the actual prompt that you can use to create a video and how that works. And let me just make sure we're in the right place here. I think I did it as a video one. I'll show you the other one if it's not there. So we'll just open that up. Where is the one? Let me just do it here. I'm going to do another place. I'll look for where I generated it. There's one. There we go. Just trying to pick out the one that I had, so sorry about that. Where's the one that we had? Executive summary. Okay, let me just find the one that we had. There we go. AI video script prompt. There we go. So here's what I did on this one. I'll open this one up. And again, if you haven't seen this before, this is actually a tool. This is Claude. This one's called Claude. And what this one is this is on the right-hand side. It's an artifact. I'm just going to publish this so that we have the link. And I'm going to open up another tab so we can see it in detail. And again, I have the script available for you to go through, and we'll open it up. So here's one where we have an actual script that will create a video script. This is just a video script generator prompt that I put together. And before generating the script, please provide. So how long you want this to be, who the audience is, content style, visual integration, script generation instructions. So this one has a hook, main content, all of this stuff that's here. So what do we do with this? Well, all we have to do is run it based on the document again, and we were actually going to get a complete script that we can follow along with and read from while we're doing. So if I go and open this up, let's take a look at this one here. I think I can, there we go. I'll just do one here. Here's one where I ran it. So all I did here is I'm in ChatGPT again, and I basically took the script that I had for the video and I pasted it in, and it asked me a couple questions, because at the start of the prompt it says, hey, clarify these things. So it pieces together the requirements, and then it says, hey, before finalizing the script, I need to gather some key things. So it asked for the video length that I wanted, who the audience was, what content style did I want, and how do I want the images to be. So this is the one where you say, hey, I've got 7 images or 8 images, and in fact, you can add those images to this prompt before it runs. And I put those in, and then it took 17 seconds and it put a detailed script together. So we got the timestamps, we've got the script text, we've even got the action items, so you can do what you're doing or show you when to pause or not pause. And you actually have the voice script that you can read right through. So this created the complete script for you, and also tells you when to switch between images. So this is a pretty simple way to get started. You've got a couple free AI tools, and you don't have to come up with, how am I going to create a video course? All you've done is you've taken unstructured content, used a prompt to create a valuable document. It can be used in a whole bunch of ways. Taken that document to a free tool called napkin.ai, created a whole bunch of graphics for it, took that core document again and created a video script from it. What do you need to do after that? Well, the easiest thing to do is use a product called Loom, for example, is one. It's a free screen recorder that it has. And if you have the script and you have those images, you can put them on a document. You can open up a separate images and just use them to go through tabs or go through them and follow the script and narration through the actual images that you've created. So this is a real simple way to get started. They can be as complex, or I wasn't showing it, sorry, let's pull it up. This one's called loom.com. Again, I'll put the links below. This is one, basically you got your images, open them, put them in a Google Doc, whatever happens to be, open them up as images so they're on the screen, follow the script that's there, read through, and when the script says go to the next screen or next image, open the next tab and go through it. But this is a real simple way to get started. If you have any questions about this or want to see it in action, make sure to go to trainingsites.io/join. I got a whole bunch more videos there. And I'll also include the process that I was talking about here, which again, for a quick kind of recap is, here's how it goes, just so that you have it one last time. What we're going to do is we're going to capture the content. So we have a transcript. We're going to take the transcript, run the prompt that I give you to get a real valuable detailed document. Then what I'm going to do is take that document result and bring it to Napkin AI. I'm going to create some graphics. Then after I have the graphics and my valuable document again, what I'm going to do is ask ChatGPT to create a video script. Once I have the video script, I'm going to go and use a tool like Loom, or if you're stuck, there's a number of other tools where you can just paste your script and your images, and it will actually create a video for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. I got all sorts of videos like this. It is easy to create videos for courses and for YouTube. It's valuable content. You've already created it. Just repurpose it so that you can share your story, your processes, and all the stuff that you're excited about, or you want to teach, or you're already teaching on or in some different places so that you can share your story. My name is James, trainingsites.io/join. Like and subscribe to the channel, of course, here on YouTube, and visit and join our community or my community and learn some more about starting and building, growing an education business. Take care, expect the best.